Hello and welcome to a special edition of Dhaba Buzz coming to you from Mussoorie. Now, Uttarakhand is a state where about 50% of the electorate is the youth, young people. And today we're being joined on this edition of Dhaba Buzz by a bunch of young students. We're going to be talking to them about their expectations from the elections, what they think elections mean, the significance of elections, and who they think a good leader for the state is, and as the elections will prove, who will be a good leader. So without further ado, let's get on with it. But before that, let me ask you a question. So tell me, why do you come to this dhaba? I mean, why is this so special or important? Tell me one reason why you come here.
No. Um, we have many memories with this dhaba actually. From very first year, we have a get together here. So that's.
So you have memories associated with this place. Now, tell me that all of you are, as you've told me, locals from Uttarakhand, from the state, right? Now, historically, Uttarakhand has had BJP, Congress, that sort of a government, right? Purely on that basis, if you were to just look at it on that basis, who do you think is going to form the government this time?
BJP. BJP, yeah.
So you think that that alternating pattern is going to continue to happen this time also?
Um, Maybe. It's like I am not sure, confirm or.
Now, I think one of the important questions that I think I should ask the young ladies here is that you're all young women voters. Now, one of the issue is, ma'am, that nationally and I mean even in the state, there are very few women leaders. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I'm not from Uttarakhand, I'm from UP. So I don't know about Uttarakhand.
Okay, so it's interesting that you're from UP because UP is also going to polls and there are, well, fewer women leaders there as well. But do you think that there should generally be more female representation in elections?
Yeah, there should be. There should be women representative also.
Hmm. Hmm.
I support women representative also.
Hmm.
There should be women leader also.
Hmm.
I support.
One woman leader in the state. Do you know any woman leader in the state?
I'm not aware of this.
Okay, so I think that itself is a metaphor for the manner in which women don't have representation. Well, let me come to you then. What party do you support? Do you support any particular political party?
BJP.
And why?
Because it is because Harbans Kapoor, who is standing for the BJP, who is a candidate for BJP now, he is very old in this. From before 20-25 years, he is in BJP. More than that, so I believe in him. He know more than others who is in youth also. More than that, he know what is Dehradun and what to do in Dehradun.
So you believe that a local leader, someone who is a local face, someone who knows local issues, is a better leader?
Local, maybe. I think.
Now, one of the issues that's coming up is, and let me ask the young lady here, is that in the BJP, they haven't yet declared who will be the chief ministerial candidate of Uttarakhand if the party wins. Do you think that a party should declare that chief minister before the elections, or do you think riding on the name of the prime minister is something that will benefit the party?
We declared, so we can aware ki who will be becoming the chief minister. So
So you think that it's going to go against the BJP if they don't declare a chief ministerial candidate?
Maybe it is good to declare it as soon as possible because it will create an awareness among people. So yeah.
Now tell me, ma'am, as a young voter, what are the things that you look for in your politician? What are the reasons why you give someone a vote?
Women empowerment, protection of women is like more important these days, and then building and then infrastructure is like more important. So this is my opinion. So I want this to be like work out, and it should be worked out. So that's it.
And since you're from the state, do you think that the Congress government, the Rawat government, has lived up to these expectations?
Yes, it did, but not as expected. So I want BJP to be in this state and do more of it.
Now, one of the things that the Rawat government has announced this time is that for all youth, it's going to give smartphones and it's going to give free voice and data services for 1 year. Do you think this is just an electoral promise, or this is something he actually believes in?
I think it's an electrical process. It's for to take our votes and political things. To give, if he will give the 1 year free data, and I think they will appreciate for that, for the Congress party also, for the winning of this election. So I think it's good. So
Now, you told me that you tend to support the Congress, is it? What are your reasons for supporting the Congress in this?
because I'm from Gujarat only, not from here local. So before that is a local Congress party is there before this BJP. So I think I'm vote only for Congress only. I think he's a good. I don't support Modi, BJP. So I will support the Congress only. So what? So what? I think it's better.
What do you think about the manner in which corruption, if we take the issue of corruption, we take the issue of development, do you think that the Rawat government has lived up to the idea of being a clean government?
किया ना 500 और 1000 के नोट्स पॉलिटिक्स में अभी वही भेजा गया है सब कुछ. अभी जितना भी उसमें पैसा यूज़ हुआ है उसमें 500 और 1000 के नोट ही भेजे गए हैं, 2000 के नोट भी. तो दे ऑल आर यूजिंग 500 एंड 1000 रुपीज़. वो ऑलरेडी कब के बैन हो चुके हैं. और जो अभी पैसा भेजा गया है पॉलिटिक्स को, जो पार्टीज़ को भेजा गया है, जिसको उन्होंने अपने बैनर्स बनवाए हैं, ये सब जितना भी उन्होंने पैसा लगवाया है, वो सब 500 और 1000 के नोट में गए. तो वो कहाँ से आई है? दैट इज़ करप्शन. वो कहाँ से?
तो जो ये नोटबंदी का इशू है, तो नोटबंदी का इशू है, हाउ डिड इट इम्पैक्ट यू गाइज एज यंग पीपल? आप पे क्या इम्पैक्ट आया था डिमोनेटाइजेशन?
It didn't affect, like we are college going students, so it doesn't affect us that much. But this was a good, nice step which was taken by Modi government, as it will help in decreasing the donation system in colleges and hospitals and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it doesn't affect the youth that much.
So demonetization doesn't affect the youth very much. Well, as a supporter of the Congress, do you think demonetization is going to go against the BJP government, or do you think it's going to go in their favor? She's saying it didn't affect the youth very much. Do you think it will go against the government?
Not good against it. It's good. I think it's a good step from the Modi. Yeah, but this situation is not for everyone. But means this will not affect rich peoples and middle classes. It will affect the low classes people. Everyone don't do the digital thing, don't know how to do the net bankings and with the mobiles. So it's not good also, it's not bad also. It's good, little bit only.
So you think that there's a positive and a negative angle of it. Okay, let's move a little further and let's talk about, tell me from your perspective, what are some of the, as a young person, what are some of the main issues that you think should be taken up in the election? Do you think development is the most important issue? Do you think corruption is the most important issue? What is the most important issue in these elections?
Well, first of all, safety is the most important for women and both for men. And then secondly, I'll go for development. Development is like, it has to be a good, so that people around the world, they can come and visit our state. So it should be good and it should be there.
So how many of you travel? As young people, how many of you travel in this state? Do you go for holidays in the state? Do you go for, rafting or trekking or these kinds of things? Do you do that?
Yeah, I went to Rishikesh for the rafting and things.
So the Rawat government is saying that we are trying to increase the number of tourists in this state. That is one of his visions, that we're going to increase the number of tourists 3 times over. Do you think that's an important election issue?
Yes, maybe. And Uttarakhand is for tourism only. People comes here for tourist places only. So yeah, maybe.
But what about the fallout of tourism on, say, ecology, on forests, on greenery? Do you think that the disproportionate increase of tourism is likely to have an impact on the environment of the state as well? Because Uttarakhand is also known for its greenery and its environment. So what do you think about that?
टूरिज़म, हाँ, ये टूरिज़म तो काफ़ी है जैसे उत्तराखंड में, बट इसका इम्पैक्ट इतना नहीं है जितना, मगर डेवलप करेंगे तो टूरिज्म भी इजीली हैंडल हो सकता है. अगर डेवलप नहीं होगा तो फिर टूरिज्म तो फिर रोड पे ही दिखेगा ना सबको. तो उसके लिए डेवलपमेंट सबसे ज़रूरी है ना टूरिज्म के लिए.
And what about you? You think tourism is an important issue?
Yeah, it is an important issue as of everything has a two aspect. It also have a negative and a positive aspect. So if tourism will increase, it will lead to decrease in greenery, and so but it is an important issue as government should work on it.
Right. And I'm going to end by asking you all about one particular question. You know, on the issue of, you must have heard leaders shifting from one party to the other party. And unfortunately, Uttarakhand is a state that has now come to be known for that. One of the reasons why the government fell last year was because 9 leaders left from the Rawat government and moved to the BJP. Now, when you see something like that happening, do you trust the politicians who will now be working against their former colleagues in the other party? What's your first reaction when you hear about these defections?
It's not at all hard to believe them that as they're switching from one party to another. So I want them to stick to their own party and then go for it and work on their parties and their own issues. So first of all, they should work on their issues and then they should form a political party.
If they are not sticking or stable to their own party, they are not they don't have a clear mindset that they have to stay in this party. So how they will work for the public when they are not
And what do you have to say? I mean, since you're seemingly the sole Congress supporter on the table, and well, who knows what the results of the election will be, but the Congress says that it's okay. If, say, 12 leaders have left us, it's going to benefit us because we can now bring more young leaders into the party. Do you think it's going to benefit the Congress, or are they actually on the losing front now?
I don't know for what this have done this, but if they think that it will, this will great for us and they will increase our, they will candidate the new young youth. So I think it's will good decision for them, and but I don't think that it's a good to change the parties and go another parties. For first of all, they have to take a see that their issues why they are shifting for other parties. I don't think so. It's good also, but if they are thinking so, it's happened. I think.
So a general sense of unanimity on the table that basically, party defections, on the issue of party defections, it does not augur well for the politics of the state. It doesn't really make them believe and trust in the credibility and integrity of their political leaders. So even though as a group, there may be internal divisions, and well, on this table, one Congress supporter to about 6 BJP supporters, but on certain issues, on issues of integrity, on issues of political credibility and honesty, a general unanimity. So that these are young voices from the state of Uttarakhand, and the fact that, they have nuanced views, the fact that they have clear views on who they want and who they want their leader to be suggests that people on the ground, the young voter is aware, the young voter knows, and the young voter wants to hold his government accountable through the upcoming elections. We'll come back to you with more on the Dhaba Buzz, but for now, we're going to go and get a bite with camera person Vijay Patwal, Nikhil Pandey for NDTV.